Hello, friends, and good evening, especially those of you who are self identifying as members of the movement, political, philosophical, maybe even in a way religious, and so on, referred to usually as libertarianism. I want to share with you something curious. Earlier today, I was at the Staten Island Sides ferry terminal in the waiting area, and I happened upon this brochure that somebody seems like they left it there, maybe on purpose, maybe forgot. It's called The Manifesto of Capitalism, 10th edition, Capitalism, Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations, Bible of Free Enterprise by Frank Solomon, Light Brigade Publishing House. I presume at least some of you would probably know better what this is, what kind of publication, what kind of author, Frank Solomon. He is analyzing apparently the wealth of nations. In this brochure, I vaguely know in general terms what wealth of nations is and who Adam Smith was. But that's all beside the point. I haven't read the brochure yet. I noticed some very interesting paragraphs here summing up the contents. Some of them are rather strongly worded. Apparently, mercantilists and libertarians are not the same. Mercantilists are even, it's debatable if they can be spoken of as businessmen or even human at all. But that's all beside the point. The penultimate, that is the page before last of this brochure, contains a poem apparently by Frank Solomon himself, of which he says, the poem is called Challenge, and he says, the following song in poetic form is no more corny than the communist stirring International, the patriotic Marseillaise, or our own America the Beautiful. However, music is yet to be found. I am awaiting my Degator. Degator, of course, was the French composer, Pierre Degator, if I'm not mistaken, who, as far as I remember, was the author of the music for International. So I have come up at least with half the work. I have come up with somewhat of a tune for this poem. Goes something like this. Arise, you creators of the world, the enemy is before you. His flag of deprivation is unfurled. Do-do-do-do-doom. Make ready your arms, drive him from the fields. Your brandished steel alarms, the reeling foe who yields. Awaken, you master builders, you architects of freedom, weavers of man's dream, minions of light's kingdom. The throat of poverty is pierced, the host of ignorance recedes. Arise, you creators of the world, the enemy is before you. His flag of deprivation is unfurled. Do-do-do-do-doom. That's pretty